Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend report for June 30th, 2023. Already halfway through the year. That's gone by pretty quickly. So let's get into what happened this week. I'm going to start with some slides for you here. I'm going to talk about appreciation. We talked about this last week as well, but now we have the numbers for Case-Shiller and FHFA. You can see month over month, Case-Shiller shows be up 0.5% for the month of April. FHFA up 0.7%. So this is really good. Still continuing to see appreciation month over month. Now, year over year, if you look at that number, you can see Case-Shiller showed to be down a negative 0.3%. This should be expected, people, because last year the pace of appreciation was much quicker, much higher than it was this year. We were kind of seeing a normalized pace, and the expectation is maybe we see around 4 to 6% appreciation this year. So as you compare just basic math, last year to this year, it should be an expectation over the next couple of months that we might see a little bit of negative year over year appreciation. But if you look at the actual numbers from year to date for all indicators starting in January, you can see that there is a trend up every single month. We will continue to see home appreciation as the inventory continues to stay low. The only reason why it is slow right now is because interest rates are a bit higher. And, bit is a relative term. Most people would say it's a lot higher, which has deterred a lot of people. But we are continuing to see appreciation, and as the inventory continues to be an issue, this will be the expectation. So appreciation will continue to increase gradually month over month. Now let's look at new home sales. This is for May 2023. These are new construction homes. Remember, when we write on new construction, you're typically writing on dirt. So the annualized pace, what the expectation is, there'll be 763,000 homes available to write on. In terms of, you can just write a contract to start building. Doesn't mean the home's going to deliver in 30 days. Total inventory is at 428,000 right now. That is down month over month and year over year, but that's expected as we've had these continued inventory issues. Monthly sales pace is at 64,000 based on what their annualized pace is to write on contracts. However, the actual completed available homes that you could sign on that are done and could close within the next 30 days is actually 69,000 units. So when you look at the available units, the inventory of new construction homes is really a 1.1 month supply. So just wanted to point that out there. Now, jobs report that did come out this week, and it was below expectations. The expectation was 270,000, but we hit 239,000, and there may be a reason for this. This was the first time we've actually celebrated Juneteenth. It was a short week, and it's possible that the estimates didn't take into account that it was a holiday and one less day to file those initial claims. Can't verify that for sure, but that might be the reason why we missed those expectations. First quarter GDP, the final reading was released, came in at 2%. The expectation was 1.4%. So that did have an adverse impact on the MBS market as well. Now, pending home sales for the month of May, down 2.7%. Again, these are for homes that are existing, and this is not surprising with interest rates having gone up the last several weeks. Sellers are not motivated to sell. They're not interested in purchasing when interest rates are this high. So again, the inventory continues to remain an issue. A loan performance did come out for CoreLogic. 30-day delinquencies ticked up just a little bit from 2.6% to 2.8%. Nothing really alarming there, though. 90-day went down from 1.4% to 1.3%. And then foreclosures continue to remain flat at 0.3%. So again, for those people that are talking about, this bubble, and then we're going to see a foreclosure boom, not coming. There's nothing to indicate that. So, and the numbers continue to support that, the people are just fine right now in their homes, that we're good. The average home gets at least 3 offers when it's listed, and 31% sell over list. So that's really good numbers, really, for people that are selling right now. Personal consumption expenditures report, PCE, came out today. Fed's kind of this favorite measure of inflation right now, and they like the core because it strips out energy and food, which are highly volatile. The core number dropped from 4.7% to 4.6%. So this is good. We are still continuing to see progress in the inflation numbers. However, it doesn't seem to be fast enough for the Feds because they continue to speak about hiking the short-term interest rates, which we really don't need at this point. But the expectation is they will announce that for July. And this is really kind of baffling for me because if you look at the peak inflation number for core, it was at 4.4%. So I'd say that being at 4.6% is really good. Feds, guess, disagree. Within this report, which is of interest, though, is some personal income numbers. Personal income rose 0.4%. We think, hey, that's really good. And spending was up 0.1%. However, spending was actually down 0.5% from the prior month. So it is slowing a little bit. And what's more important is that the savings rate is now at 4.1%. So people are saving a lot less. The spending's just a little bit lower. So we're seeing, even though people are making more money, there's not a lot of money to save and put aside. Pre-pandemic levels, we were at 10%. So we are down significantly for people saving money at this point. All right, so now let's look at the MBS markets. You can see for today, we're up 9 basis points for the day, which is really good because yesterday we took a hit. When the jobs numbers came out in GDP, that was a hit on the MBS market, unfortunately. So we took a deep dive down. Or it's like a 76 overall change in basis points for the day. We made up a little ground by the end of the day, but you can see that we are trying to recover and we are still below where we started yesterday. So have some work to do. Anyways, that is where we're at for this week. I hope you have a great weekend. If you get a long weekend because of 4th of July, enjoy. I hope you don't have to deal with any airfare travels if that's what you're doing. But have a great 4th of July. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Please do like and share my videos. I do really appreciate that. It does help my business as a small business owner to get the word out there and help people know that I can help them with their purchases or refinances if needed. But thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. See you next week.